preserve your memory and favorite days. Come online to the newest craze, the digital scrapbook, the way you want it to look. With digital scrapbook kits, fun and full of wit, you log in today, you won't be able to quit. Come on over and you'll think it's the bomb. Nitwitcollection.com.
Hi everyone, are you ready for a really pretty kit? Oh people, check out the Lavender collection. It is a beautiful kit. This is our bundled collection. As always, we start out with this, and it includes all 5 coordinated products in which you save 20% off versus buying each item individually. There's our FQB, our Lavender 2 paper pack, our Lavender Solids paper pack, our Lavender Talk Alpha, and our Little Bits Lavender collection. So without further ado, let's get in there and really see what's going on here to see if my words ring true. Here are our background papers. As you can see, starting right out of the gates, beautiful lavender tied together with a bow, all made into a nice background paper. Beautiful soft tones in this kit. As you can see, there's a little bit of pink, and you'll see there's a little bit of a kind of a tealy green color. Here we are, kind of a minty green, I guess, maybe pistachio. I don't know what you're seeing on your screen. But beautiful, beautiful kit. Soft tones. Even you're gonna see like things like this, Lavender de Provence. Beautiful, beautiful kit. You're gonna be able to make so many cards and mini albums, scrapbook pages, where you just want that soft, soothing feeling. That is really what embodies this kit. As you can see, you have a variety of papers in here, and even things like this. This is our napkin paper. Obviously, if you really look at it and you thought, ooh, if I was hosting a garden party, wouldn't this make a beautiful napkin? So here it is, and again in a couple of colors, because we want to ensure that you have color palette differences so that you can make multiple things with it, or you just see something different and you want to go in a little more of that direction. Here is a quilted background paper, and as well as another one in 2 different styles for those of you that love that sort of feel. As well, we do have some nice just muted patterns and muted textures in there to blend in with these beautiful, beautiful unique papers, the ones that have a little bit more excitement or enthusiasm in each of the papers. So with this kit, as I said earlier, just that beauty. And as you can see in this, the rhinestones down on the ribbon, the little bit of lace, things like that. So for those of you that are shabby chic people and you like a little bit of that, that certainly, you don't have to do it with this kit, but there certainly is enough in there, and you'll see that with the card making idea that I did. If you take a look at our FQB product description and preview on our website, you'll see the card underneath, and you have a look at that just to give you a little inspiration, and you can see how it goes towards the shabby chic side if you wanted to. Here's a border, a little hard to see the lace down here, but there is lace underneath this teal ribbon. And here it is again, beautiful, beautiful elements to work with. So if you're looking to create something a little more elegant, here we are with the diamond in the center of the bows. If you're looking to go with something a little more elegant, maybe it's a wedding, maybe it is a graduation, maybe it is whatever things in life. It's a birthday. It's this lends itself, whether it's a garden party, whatever it is. This lends itself to so many different things. This is certainly not a themed kit that you think, oh, this is just wedding or this is just birthday or whatever. As you can see, you get lots of parts and pieces, and you can do so many different things with this. Wish, dream, so inspirational things. That's really the feel, that soft inspiration and encouragement. That's kind of the feel of it. Our frames, obviously, again, for those of you that are newer to us, this is a transparency throughout the center. So for those of you designing digitally, you can simply place your photo in behind. For those of you that are printing this and then creating with it in physical paper form, which I know we all like to do, this you can simply cut out the center, or you can paste your photo right into the center to cover that white space up. And they're great photo frames, but you can also use them to frame in your main elements. And if you take a look at the card making inspiration that I did, that's how I used it. I used it to frame in. I have this heart in there and everything else. And you can see how it beautifully frames in the elements. Beautiful hearts. Again, soft feel. Look at the lace around the edges, the stamp, the little piece of lavender, a little bit of a shine with the diamond in there. Just gorgeous things. Journal mats. The journal things are always really important. The journal cards are so important because it gives you a place in order to talk about it. If this was a vacation and you had this romantic vacation, well, wouldn't this be lovely? Or you went to a garden thing. Here in Canada, this is where we are located. We have places in Victoria, British Columbia, where we have beautiful flower gardens, just hundreds of acres of them. Wouldn't that be lovely? And then you could diarize the beautiful photo that you maybe took or the wonderful time that you had there, and you can write in your sentiments. Be happy and blessed. Here's another one, right? So like I mentioned earlier, this is certainly not a themed kit. This can be used for so many different things. We have some journal strips that are blank for you. Again, we want to make sure and give you the option to personalize things yourself. Again, some lavender individuals so that you can arrange them however you see fit. Or you can take the flower cluster that Mary Fran has already done for you and have that already done and completed so that you can just move on with your progression. Here's a stamp. Obviously, talks exactly about the flower itself. What a wonderful little thing. Because if it was something you wanted to create with, and that was your theme and inspiration was the lavender and the flowers themselves, you can place that anywhere on any background paper, anywhere those stamps will go in. We do have photo corners, but again, you don't have to use them for photos. Again, I'm going to refer you, wait for it, my card inspiration. How did you all know that was coming? You'll see how I use them on a card, where I use them in order to anchor the card on two of the corners. And a couple of different colors and varieties of those. Pinking sheer squares. Again, a sweet element that fits so well within the feel of the kit itself. It just really comes together. The ribbons are beautiful ones as well. You have both patterned ones as well as kind of a satiny, kind of grosgrain kind of ribbon. So that, again, depending on what your take is and what your inspiration and your thought process is, you do have the things in there that you can create beautiful, beautiful things with. Sachets or sachet, depending on how you say that. Tomato. These are beautiful little elements as well. All fully done, clustered for you. You place that into something, there you go. You have a wonderfully designed item already done for you. Some stamps. The stamps are always popular. We've had lots of comments from people about the stamps, so that's why we included them in this kit. Is people seem to really, really like them. They really enjoy that personal element. They're a great thing to adorn with. So that is our FQB. You get a lot of stuff in there, people. Our solid paper pack, again, we want to give you can use these like cardstock, but they're color matched. That is the big kind of use for these, is that they are fully color matched. So whether you use this as a big block, like you wanted a big square of it, because it just does have that muted line pattern in there, or you wanted to use it as like you would cardstock, where you put it behind things and behind your other papers, you certainly have that option, and they're fully color matched. Lavender Talk is our alpha. Obviously, you have all the letters and numbers so that whether you want to put in a date, a name, a title, maybe it's a place, maybe it's a feeling. We've also given you a blank letter in there, so you can put a letter on there yourself if you wanted it capitalized or something. For those of you that always wonder, why is it only lowercase? Why is it only uppercase? Why don't you give us both? It actually relates to the terms of use because these are commercial use alphabets that we purchase. That is part of their terms of use. So that's why we don't give you both, is they don't want, that's one of their terms of use, is you cannot give both in the same created alpha. We can only give one or the other. So for those of you that have that question and have always wondered, hey, why don't you give me this? Because I really wanted the capitalized or whatever the case would be. That's the reasoning behind that. Our Lavender 2 paper pack. Again, the reason we give you additional paper packs is because they are completely different. You will not see this in the FQB or anything like that. You will see the same patterns, but you will not get them in these colors. So they are different background papers. And the reason that we do that is because we know how much we create with them. And we want so many options. Or maybe I wanted this particular pattern of the rings. We call it, this is the rings background. We wanted it in the pink. Boy, if you just gave you the FQB, you wouldn't have it in the pink. And you think that's kind of what I really wanted. Obviously I can't change this into the pink, so now it kind of throws out what my design idea was. So that is kind of the point of why we do this. Lastly is our little bits. Our little bits is pretty much comprised completely of fully made finished elements. So as you see, there's the frame. It's already clustered for you with the bow on it, the Lavender Provence circle tag, the beautifully clustered lavender. You get everything all done for you. Sometimes you have the time or you have the design thought and you have the process in your head and you want to create it all yourself, and that's great, and that's why we give you parts and pieces. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're a little rushed for time or you have a little bit of creative block. So you need a starting point or you need more elements that are fully finished for you. Well, Mary Fran does such a great job of clustering things together for you, putting on beautiful sentiments, using different sort of fonts in here in order to give it interest. So you can just go ahead and off you go. You can use these elements to simply create, quickly create, but still have fabulous, fabulous results with them, which is the point, right? So as you can see, here's a friendship theme. Here's things about love. We have blank ones for you so you can write in your sentiment or what you were trying to convey, and as well blank pinking shear strips here so that you can actually write things in yourself, right? So that is our lavender collection. Don't you just love it? I just love the feel of it. I love how soft it is. The colors, for those of you that are maybe not as much purple fans, well, try this out. This, as you saw when I scrolled through, you have so much in there that you don't have to go with any of the strong purples. You can go with the lighter tones. You can go with the pink. You can go with that tealy, minty pistachio color in there. You have so much in here to create with and to create beautiful, soft, emotion-evoking things. I hope you liked our video so that you could see everything, because I know it's a little hard on the previews. And I hope you'll give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, let us know what you thought of it. And I hope you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll always be made aware of when new videos are available to you. Thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you love this kit.